Before we can build an aesthetic body, we have to understand what aesthetic even means. Look at these two cars. Which one is more aesthetic? Look at these two beaches. Which one is more aesthetic? Look at these two bodybuilders. Which one is more aesthetic? Most of us would agree that the picture on the left on all three of those is more aesthetic. Aesthetic means beautiful or attractive in the eyes of many or the majority. It's like when something is aesthetic, you don't even have to say it. Everyone knows, it's common sense. So what makes a body aesthetic? There's thousands of videos online telling you how to build an aesthetic body. I watched some of them and all of them say the same thing. Get lean, have a six-pack, build wider shoulders and lats, get bigger arms. While all these things are true, they're also wrong. Look at Markus Rühl, famous German bodybuilder. He is lean, has a six-pack, perhaps the widest shoulders and lats in the game, yet most people wouldn't consider him aesthetic. Now some people may say it's because he has too much muscle, but look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Agreed, he has less muscle, too much for most people, but still, he's aesthetic. So just because you add more muscle, you don't become more aesthetic. Look at the surfer body. These guys don't even work out at the gym, yet most people would consider them very aesthetic. So what makes a person aesthetic is the overall appearance. How do all these muscles look when they come together? Are they in proportion? Are they symmetrical? Are they balanced? A face is more attractive or aesthetic when the nose is proportional to the eyes and ears, etc. But also when it's more symmetrical, meaning the left side looks identical to the right side. Hence, it's balanced. So it's balanced that makes you more aesthetic. But how do you get more balanced or train for aesthetic? So let's start with symmetry. Symmetry is when the left part of your body is equally developed as the right part of your body, and the best way to ensure that that happens is to use dumbbells instead of barbells, because when you use barbells, you're running the risk of one part of your body using more force than the other part of your body. When you're using dumbbells, however, you know for a fact that both parts of your body, let's say your chest or back, are working equally. Proportion is when all your muscles are equally big. However, there are two muscles that can never look out of proportion and you should focus more on, and those are your side shoulders and lats. The V-taper Dorito look comes from wide shoulders and lats. Side shoulders can be developed by doing side raises, so I would spam those every time I go to the gym. Lats are developed from pullover exercises like dumbbell pullovers, which also target your waist, which also contributes to that V-taper look. The smaller your waist, the bigger your V-taper appears. Now many people believe that you cannot make your waist smaller, but there actually is a way to do so. By doing vacuums, over time you can make your waist smaller and tighter. That's why dumbbell pullovers are so effective in developing a V-taper, because it causes you to do an unintentional vacuum while training your lats. One factor that plays a big role in aesthetics is how lean you are. The leaner you are, the better your muscles will look. Your six-pack, for example, will only show if you are lean. Now, lean means different things to different people. Some people look amazing with 12% body fat, while others do not look as good with the same amount of body fat. If you want to look aesthetic, you have to be objective with yourself. The best way to do so is to take pictures of yourself and look in the mirror to assess what still needs work. The last thing to consider is to train like a bodybuilder and not a weightlifter. And what that means, Kai Green will explain.
The primary goal here is not to lift weights. You're not a weightlifter. I'll never be a weightlifter. And for people out there that don't know what a weightlifter and a bodybuilder, what's the difference, I'm going to explain it to you. A bodybuilder is primarily concerned with contracting his muscles. He contracts his muscles against greater and greater amounts of resistance. By doing that, he's able to stimulate hypertrophy and make his muscles grow. A weightlifter is just concerned about moving weight. And he can boast to you about how much he curls, how much he benches. It's really not important to me. Primarily, what's important to me is being able to make my muscles contract efficiently. So I'm gonna get a stretch and a contraction. And I'm going to be in control of it throughout the entire range of motion. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Thank you guys for watching my videos. There will be a new video every Sunday, so like and subscribe for more fitness related content. Peace out, guys.